Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to another year-end vlog. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot of these. This is actually going to be the last one, but it's one question that I've actually been getting since I started my vacation, and since I'm about a week out from going back to regular schedule, I do need to kind of address this. Where the heck is Diablo 2? So you guys kind of saw in my last part that my ruddy little necromancer had lots of issues when it came to Diablo, and I was not faring too well with him. And so I worked very hard over the last there's been a lot of time devoted to, or a lot of my gaming time devoted to Diablo 2 in my vacation. And the main reason being is that I worked on the necromancer that we've leveled together. And I went up a few more levels and I just continue to have problems with Diablo. I wasn't even getting that far down on his health before skeletons would die, and I'd have to go up and maybe try and hit him myself, or maybe try and use another ability, and he would own me. And part of that, after talking with a few people, was the fact that my points were as scattered as they were into unnecessary stuff. So what I tried to do, because I wanted to be able to adhere to what you guys wanted, I actually made a brand new necromancer. I found a build online, and I built it. And it's fairly close to the build that is on there. I went with the, I think it's called the Nightfish build for a Summoner Necromancer. And then I got to Diablo again and got thoroughly owned. Because A, he's still ripping through my skeletons pretty hard. And even though I walked in with a few other abilities, I still couldn't get past about 3/4 health. And then I'd have major issues. And this was very discouraging because I kept coming back and getting one more level and getting one more point and still being where I was the last time I faced off Diablo. Now, I know that Diablo in Diablo 2 is supposed to be really hard. Okay, and I'm not discounting that. But this is not going to be an entertaining thing for people to watch, as I consistently fail again and again and again and again and again. And the fact that I wasn't getting past more than maybe 3/4 health, and I know that some people have said, well, Town Portal and then come back. I wouldn't be able to get that far after that. It would have taken forever, probably even like 2 or 3 videos to down Diablo. And yeah, I was just getting thoroughly owned by him, so much so that I actually took you guys' advice. I'm like, well, we've had fun with the Necromancer, but he's not getting the job done. Let's try some of the other classes and see how well they fare. I've been able to try about 2 or 3 more classes. I did a Werewolf Druid, which Druid is really fun. I'll admit, I had a lot of fun with it, but unfortunately started having some issues when I got to the later acts. I tried out an Amazon and wasn't really feeling that character. I even tried a Paladin, just because I have played the big, bulky, armored guys before and wasn't too interested in continuing on. And so here's where I'm standing right now with it. I've actually gone to my default go-to guy in Diablo, and I am currently leveling up a Barbarian to finish off Diablo, because from my research, Diablo and Bale, while they will be frustrations for a Barbarian, they are doable, especially if you're doing it solo. I know a few people will be like, well, bring in some Diablo 2 community members and down it on the Necromancer. That idea is fine. I'm not discounting it, but this has been a solo playthrough, and I don't necessarily want to take a Necromancer and miraculously down Diablo and then just have problems with Bale all over again, kind of thing. So what I've decided, and on top of that, I've also leveled these guys as expansion characters, because enough of you guys have let me know that there's differences there. You get more items, a lot more stuff that can benefit you. You get more bank space, you get a little bit more inventory. I heard you guys loud and clear. That's why I decided to go with a Barbarian, because I know how a Barbarian works. I'm not necessarily going to take you guys through old content. I'm actually working my butt off to get him back up to Act 4, and maybe the videos will resume when he gets to Act 4, so that we can then just go right into Diablo, and I can just kill the crap out of Diablo, but that's the way that I've kind of decided to make things work. You guys already have Acts 1 through 3, and even 4 to some extent on the Necromancer, and if we're successful, we'll probably just do Act 4 and 5 on the Barbarian and finish things out and go to Diablo 3. I know that that's kind of disappointing for some people, but I've got to be able to make these work in a flow that works out for me as well as for you guys. And I just don't want to keep you guys waiting 10 videos of nothing but straight Diablo attempts on a Necromancer. That doesn't sound fun to me, and it doesn't sound to me like that'd be fun for you. So Diablo will be coming back soon. I'm actually just wrapping up. I think I'm wrapping up Act 2 and starting up Act 3 right now. So I don't know if we're going to have Diablo videos by next week, but at least like 2 or 3 weeks later, the Diablo 2 videos will resume, and we will take on Diablo with my Barbarian, and we will kill that SOB into the ground, just murder him, and then we'll move on to Act 5 and kill off Baal, and finally move on to Diablo 3, where I've been hearing a lot of you guys' advice, or a lot of you guys' not advice, suggestions that I actually tackle the new Necromancer, in that I was hoping to be able to finish this off with the Necromancer here, but we will probably do that. We'll tackle the new Necromancer. I haven't really tried him out on my Diablo 3 runs, but we'll try him out. Anyway, I just wanted to be able to give this update to you guys. Diablo 2 is coming back. It's just I need to get my Barbarian up there, and as soon as he is, we'll resume the videos, and we will give you guys exactly what you want. Murder and death and destruction of the Lord of Terror, as well as the Lord of Destruction. So thank you guys so much for continuing to be patient with me, to continue to be supportive of my content. And of course, I will see you guys next week as I resume my active schedule for the year of 2018.